Hi guys, and welcome to Grandpa Playing Games. In this new series we're going to be looking at Derail Valley, a fantastic and unusual railway simulator. You're not going to want to miss this one. So here we are at build number 99, which incorporates a whole host of new features into Derail Valley, which we'll get to see later on. But for this series, we're going to be starting a whole new career, appropriately called Grandpa Playing Games. And we're going to bypass the tutorial simply because I have played the game before, although it's been quite a while. But if you're not familiar with Derail Valley, you're in for a bit of a surprise. It's quite different than most other railroad simulators you may have seen before. As you'll see, we'll be playing this in first-person perspective. We've got the ability of moving around the environment, as well as participating with all of the different vehicles, etc. that are around. So here we are in the office, and the office or station office, I think it's called, is basically where we can pick up new jobs and upgrade our licenses and do all of that sort of thing. So we already have at the beginning a freight license, so we've got the ability of going ahead and hauling different freight cars, but there's other licenses that we can purchase as well. So we're looking around here, all of those pink ones, the green ones, are the freight jobs that are available from this location, and as you can see, there's a certain amount of money they'll pay for delivering those cars successfully from our point of destination, which is here, to our point of departure, which is here, to a destination. And depending upon the number of cars, the route that we have to take, and also the time involved, it'll pay a different amount of money each time. So what's the point of money? Simply so that we can go ahead and we can purchase other licenses, we can gain the ability of driving different vehicles than what we first start with, and doing many other things as well. And Build 99 introduces a whole host of new features, as I mentioned before, which includes things like being able to customize your locomotives that you might have available to you. So when we first start off, we have this little shunter that is available to us, and we're licensed to drive this one. And we're going to skip the tutorial, as I mentioned before. So at this stage we're just going to go ahead, we're going to power it up. Start up the engine, and we're good to go. There's a turntable there. We need to turn it so that it's aligned with the track that we're on. We'll need to move on to the turntable, and then we'll need to realign the turntable with the main tracks as well, so that we can depart. Now, why are we doing this? Simply because the moment we validate a particular job that we may be interested in taking on, the clock starts ticking, and if we don't complete the job within a certain amount of time, we lose any bonus money that may be due if we're able to complete it a little bit faster. So the idea here is that we're going to get the locomotive near the station building that we're at before we validate the job. and that way we can save ourselves a little bit of time. Okay, we get the brakes connected there. Now with the turntable aligned, we'll give ourselves a little bit of throttle. Got to stop before the end of the turntable. We've managed to be able to do. The controls were a little bit fiddly here. And it turns out in actual fact that we ran off the end of the turntable. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to re-rail our locomotive so that we're able to continue on. Now, this being our first mission, the ability of re-railing is fairly straightforward and also cheap. I don't think it costs us anything, but later on in the game it gets progressively more expensive. And derailing is sort of part and parcel of what happens in Derail Valley, as the name suggests. And you have to get used to, when you fall off the tracks, being able to put your locomotive and or carriages back onto the rails so that you can continue the job. If you can't do that, you can abandon the job and you can move on to a different job with possibly a different locomotive. A bunch of these different locomotives are spread throughout the entire world map. So if you do manage to crash one entirely, no worries, you can go and find another one and drive that. Your license isn't for one particular locomotive, but a particular class of locomotive. So we can drive any of these particular diesel shunters with the current license that we have available. Okay, we've re-railed it here. Time to start it up again. There we go. Now we can turn the turntable and we can line it up with the main line that's leading out of the yard here. The flashing light that is there on the left-hand side, top left of the panel, indicates that at least one of our brakes is engaged. We're going to disengage the handbrake. We still have brakes engaged somewhere. You can see the light continues to flash. We have a look down. Both our train brake and independent brakes were off, but we hadn't re-engaged the main bypass valve. So now that our brakes are all disengaged, then we're able to travel fairly smoothly. So you'll see that we have the ability in Derail Valley of changing the points as we go along. In the old days, it happened to be you had to use the communicator in order to do that, and it was quite unwieldy. But now you're able to do it from this particular view and do it on the fly, so it's quite easy to do. Okay, once we pass the points, we're going to stop, change the points over to go back towards our station building, and we're going to reverse back up. You can see the direction the points are now by the white line indicating which way the points are facing. Now, as it's been quite a while since I've played this, there's lots of little intricacies that I've forgotten. Things like speed limits and grade signs that we'll be seeing as we go along. So we'll be learning those as we do a playthrough. Yeah, we're just going to park somewhere near the station building there and then chuff on over. We'll validate the job that we're interested in, which, as I said, gets the time counter started for that particular job. Then we'll have to locate the wagons that we need to couple onto, and we need to figure out exactly how we're going to get to our destination. So you can walk and you can run, but you can also sort of teleport short distances by pressing the F key to jump rapidly from one place to another, so that helps in the movements. This is the job that we want to do. It's a freight haul, as you can see. It's going to be 4 cars that we'll be transporting. So let's have a look at the job a little bit closer. It's going to, from the steel mill where we're at now, to the goods factory in town. They say it'll take about 46 minutes. And these are the particular car numbers that we'll need to couple onto our locomotive. So let's, now that we've accepted that job, let's go back to our locomotive. We're going to try to first figure out where the cars are that we need to couple onto. Okay, track B40 is the one that we're interested in. So if we jump along here, we'll be able to see CFF707 is one of the cars in that group of 4 that we need to have connected to our locomotive. And we need to haul it and the other 3 cars that are currently coupled to it along to the destination. That's the map showing all of the different factories and businesses that are in Derail Valley. So we're at the steel mill, which was indicated there right at the moment. And that's where we're going to be going. Your location on the map is indicated by a blue arrow, and the direction that you're pointing is where the arrowhead is. This particular stage, we know not only where the cars are that we need to couple to, but we know which end of the cars we need to couple to in order to get to where we're going in the most efficient. Okay, off we go. Let's couple up. before. We'll just get past the points. We'll turn around, we'll change the points and reverse back towards it. Oh, we stopped a little bit short, but now back a little bit further. A little bit further, a lot further. Now we'll change the points according to which way we want to go. Unfortunately, looks like we've taken the wrong path to get to B40. Learning your way around these different yards, etc., is a bit of an art. It'll take some time before you're familiar with where you need to go and which points you need to trigger to get to where you want to go as well. So, you know, we're just learning as well. We'll be learning together as we go through this whole exercise. Let's back. Change this point to that direction. Stop. And reverse. And naturally, as you couple up against your cars, you need to be fairly careful. You don't want to be going in there at 100 miles an hour and slamming into them, because that's going to cause you and the cars to decouple. Sorry, not decouple, but to derail, or otherwise cause damage to your locomotive. So your locomotive can have all different types of damage that is inflicted upon it. At the same time, it also has consumables, things like oil and diesel and all of that sort of thing that you need to pay for periodically. So maintenance is an ongoing cost. It's going to come out of the earnings for each successful. Close now, slowing down. Okay, as you can see, we've actually come in contact with that group of 4 cars. So, next thing to do will be to make sure we don't go anywhere by applying our brakes. And then we're going to hop out of the cab and we're going to try to couple up. So that is a manual job. You need to walk her along and you need to crouch down and move the chain across and connect the brake hoses. It's tricky to do. quite able to get them close enough here. Why they're not connecting to each other. I'm just trying to remove the coupling temporarily. Tighten it back up again so that those hoses together and they can connect. Normally it's a little bit easier than this, but I'm guessing perhaps not quite as close to the cars as I need to be. Maybe there's a gap between the couplers. Oh, there we go. Managed to connect them fine. So even though the air hoses are connected, at the moment we also need to open up the air valves. One there, and one here. And now the air brakes will be operable across the entire trailer length. Okay, but we can see, oops, red light is flashing. That means that we've still got brakes applied. Obvious. I'm just going to drop the map here so that I can refer to it periodically as we go along. See, it's pretty well a straight run from the steel mill through to the goods factory. One thing I've forgotten here, and that is the fact that on the cars that we just coupled to, there's going to be a handbrake that is applied to at least one of the cars. We're going to release the handbrakes now so that we can haul this load. Okay, counterclockwise off. Sure that all of these are off. Aha, that's the one that was firmly on previously. Okay, well, look, that is. Okay, and you'll notice that flashing red light has gone, so it means that all of our brakes are in a proper place. Let's get going. including the addition of AI trains as well, so that there's other traffic on. Really interesting. Okay, so I've jumped out to try to find where the heck we are. I know that we've hit the goods factory, but I'm not exactly sure where. So let's go back to that front page and try to figure out which end of the goods factory we're at. So we can see there's track 2S here and 1L. And we can see that's here at the loading yard. So we need to go straight through point and then beyond the stations, past the passengers. Still trying to kind of figure it out at this stage. Yeah, okay. So we definitely have a fair way to go. There's the passenger station there, and the area that we need to go is beyond that as well. So let's head on back to our locomotive and try to get a little bit closer to where we need to be. Yes, D5I is where we go. And it's in the transfer. Again, it's the first one to the left of the thoroughfare. So let's get to the transfer yard. I'm being super cool. Run a long way back to our train. But we're in there now. Here's the station. Release the brakes and let's get going. Oh, I decided to put the cameras there. What I'm trying to figure out here is where north is, which way the map should be oriented based upon the direction we're currently facing. I think in the end I'll just say, okay, I can't really figure it out from the numbers. Let's just go ahead. We know we haven't passed the transfer yard already. It's going to be further along. Let's go. Okay, we're slipping a little bit. We need to apply a bit of sand, I think. Well, unfortunately, it's caused a bit of damage to our locomotive. So, as we cause some damage to the engine's cut out. This main cut-off switch is tripped. So we need to get it going. before we can be reapplying power back to the engine. Should be hitting the transfer yards tomorrow. Hopefully not hitting it though. No, it's not time. We've got our lights on. Quite atmosphere. We've been fairly lucky with the weather. It's not around the news. So there's a passenger station, which looks like we're on the road trains at this point. Okay, so we've tripped the circuit breaker. Keep it going. Give ourselves a bit of sand. And very good. We can get going. I'm not too sure if there's a particular spot here. As long as we decouple and set the market correct anywhere on this side. Just to make sure next challenge after this is to find where the station is. Take the order and so the calendar, the cars must have been left there, and there must be parking. So we probably should put the handbrake on. Come out. First thing I'm going to do is set the parking brake here. Okay, that's applied, so now we can go ahead and decouple the train. Off those two valves. Loosen the decoupling. Take it off the hook. And crouch down. Okay, that was a lot easier. Stand up and jump back into our locomotive. Remember to disengage the handbrake. Indicating where our brakes. now it's a matter of finding that station building and shoving our dog cart in as quickly as possible. Taken us quite a while to complete this job. I think we went pretty slow, and we still don't exactly know where we're going yet. So let's have a quick look at the station map or goods factory. We have a look. The station building should be indicated on the front page. Orange icon that looks like a house. So we need to go back through the main thoroughfare, past the messenger station. Okay, I think we know where we're going now. It's just a matter of seeing if we can get there. Here's where the switches. And our headlights here as well. Likely red night vision. Yeah, if you like railroad simulations, I definitely recommend Derail Valley. It's a lot of fun. It can be a lot more complex than what you're seeing here if you want to be that way. Or you can just go ahead and run it in sandbox mode. That makes us all of the different features, etc. Without worrying about, career and earning money and all that sort of thing. Personally, I like to work towards so I think the career aspect is perfect for me. But I have both options available. When do you get it? Yeah, you get it from Steam. that's it there. Which is yeah, I think that's it. Put our parking brake on. We can just jump out now. And, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a bit further up. Okay, well, let's leg it. Now that's a familiar looking building. We go into the station office, get out our job order, we'll insert it into the order validator there. And lo and behold, oh, look at that, sweet, sweet money. We take that, $9,075 we got paid for that. That'll go into our wallet. And our order report says that everything was completed successfully. Okay, fantastic. That's our first ever job done in this particular career. So we'll be going along and completing other jobs and trying to work our way to different licenses, etc. In the meantime, let's just go up to the first floor of the building, where we've got a nice little bed here and we can have a bit of a sleep. So my character's going to go to sleep and so am I. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.